Good afternoon. I'm Brent Downing with the Downing Group. We've got a special guest this week, Randy Brown with Mortgage Options. So it's going to be a great interview.
Great to be here.
All right. Hey, welcome to our next episode of the Downing Group at Keller Williams. I've got a special guest, Randy Brown, the owner and CEO of Mortgage Options, a local mortgage lender that we use a ton. Thanks for coming today, Randy.
Oh, it's great to be here.
And by the way, we're at the Top Dog Tavern out here in the village of Sand Hills. They've got some awesome food and wanted to invite you guys out here. I think they're normally lunch and dinner, aren't they, Sharon? Okay.
That's right.
And so, wings, happy hour, right? Happy hour, burgers, steaks, the whole 9 yards. So, but back to business. Randy, I wanted to invite him this week so he could kind of give us an update on what's going on with the mortgage business, what's going on with the rates and all that. So tell us, what's happening? I hear rates are going up.
Well, they have been. They've been going up since the election in November of 16. Kind of looking back, they're about a point higher right now, Brent, than they were back before the election.
So like 5-ish?
Yeah, close to 5, maybe a little bit under. But just to kind of put that in perspective, the average house here in Columbia is selling in the $200,000 range.
Okay.
That's going to affect a typical mortgage, somebody putting 5-10% down, maybe about $100 a month in their payment.
So like $180,000, $190,000 loan, a point like from 4 to 5% is $100.
Makes about a $100 difference.
All right. So what do you see with rates?
That's a great question. None of us have that crystal ball, so we don't know. But the experts on Wall Street tell us that rates are likely to continue to increase as we head into the fall of this year. So you kind of look at that. Rates are going up, home values are going up. So sooner, if you're thinking about buying a house, I think the sooner the better in regard to that.
Especially if you're trading up, right? Because
absolutely.
if you're waiting for your house to appreciate and your equity to increase, like say you have a $200,000 house, you're thinking of buying a $300,000, and the market's going up like 5%. And we've covered this on one of my other episodes before. If you're waiting, say the appreciation is like 5% a year on a $200,000 house, it's $10,000, right?
That's right.
But that same 5% on a $300,000 house is $15,000. So, if you're trading up, definitely now's the time to maybe put your house on the market and sell. Plus, the economy is going great, right?
It really is. And one thing I can say about those move-up buyers is what we're seeing and hearing from our buyers that we pre-qualified is that there's not a lot of inventory of good quality homes on the market. So listing your house right now is going to be very good for the market in general.
One last thing I'd like to ask you, and it's time to eat here pretty soon. I can't wait. Top Dog Tavern, don't forget, it's out in the village of Sand Hill by Penny's. In fact, check this out. Southwest Egg Rolls just showed up. Lexi, our awesome manager and waitress here, look at that.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's time to go here soon, but one last question. What would one bit of advice be for like somebody that's thinking of buying a house right now? What would you tell them? What's the important thing?
I think that after you select a good real estate agent right here, the next thing you want to do is get pre-qualified. And the thing I would stress about that is do it locally. These national lenders are fine for refinancing a house, but when you're buying a house, you want to be dealing with local folks. We're here on St. Andrews Road and have a whole group of folks here ready to help you through the process.
Yeah, I'll vouch for that because I can tell you that these national people, you see all the ads on, weekend sports, that's all great for refi, but those people have no skin in the game. We've had more problems with those kind of lenders, like not closing on time, fees that no one knew about, and all this stuff. you go local, I promise you they'll be competitive, and they got skin in the game.
Yeah.
You can walk in their office and they do a super job. So, Randy, if somebody wants to call you about getting a loan or pre-qualified, tell them the phone number they should call.
So again, the name of the company is Mortgage Options. Our local phone number 803-732-5787, and on the web www.scmortgageoptions.com.
Great, man. Thanks for all your help, Randy.
No
we
problem,
appreciate
bro.
you.
Glad to help.
And I tell you what, call him. Time to eat.